So A.J. Brown, well, we're figuring that out. He's a little frustrated. Obviously, he hasn't seen too many balls today. He's going to read a little passage here.
What is up, world? Welcome back to Charge the Game podcast, and we are going to react to the Eagles moving to the divisional round after defeating the Green Bay Packers. Make sure you guys get in here, subscribe to the YouTube channel, thumbs up, like the video. All right, guys, the first thing that I want to say is congrats to the Philadelphia Eagles on defeating the Green Bay Packers. However, I am not pleased with what I saw on the field, and I know that all of the critics, the Eagle fans. I mean, one thing about Eagle fans, I'm an Eagle fan myself. You guys see, that has been my favorite team since I was a little bitty kid, man. Always bled green. I have a lot of passion and love committed to this organization, okay? But I will be lying to you guys if seriously, the way that we just played the Green Bay Packers, we are nowhere near a Super Bowl team. Now, if I have to be honest, out of all 22 starters, there is only one player that I am not confident in, and that is the most vital piece on the chessboard in Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts does not look like 2022 Jalen Hurts, right? The Super Bowl run, Jalen Hurts, I mean, it seems like it's night and day. We will be discussing my man's A.J. Brown, as you guys see on the screen. And he could be misunderstood. A lot of people call him A.J. Owens because he kind of acts like Terrell Owens. But I see a lot of passion. I see a guy who's trying his best to keep quiet and is getting the best of him. And you guys saw, as his report says, Eagles A.J. Brown addresses reading inspirational book on sidelines during wild card game versus Packers. Now, I don't know if you guys got to watch the game, but I watched the whole entire game. Now, I understand Jalen Hurts coming off a 3-week concussion protocol, which I thought was a bit too long in my opinion. But, I mean, you got a superstar wide receiver who cannot be covered in a slant. And Jalen Hurts, for the life of me, holds the ball like 6-7 seconds just to throw an incomplete pass. It's insane to me. And we got all these crazy delusional Eagle fans out here saying a win is a win. I'm willing to say that if the result is a Super Bowl game and we won in an ugly manner, I'm willing to say a win is a win. But if we're trying to get to the Super Bowl, let's be honest, we were very pedestrian on offense. Vic Fangio has this defense firing on all cylinders. I mean, literally destroying. That was a body bag game. That was a very physical game on both sides of the ball. Packers gave us a few injuries, but we took all of their wide receivers out. The defense of the Eagles, hats off to you. You guys were on fire. But Jalen Hurts and his offense, we have so many weapons in our arsenal that we do not utilize properly because we have a dual threat quarterback that looks to run first. Every single play, he looks to run first. He has no pocket awareness. He still, for the life of me, does not pick up the blitz. He does not know how to pick up the blitz. And Jalen Hurts, man, he may be having a height problem too, especially now since the book is out on Jalen Hurts. He looks very, very pedestrian to me. We saw the last few weeks with Jalen Hurts out of the lineup. Tanner McKee, they calling him Tanner Manning. We saw Kenny Pickett show up and literally utilize the offense and make it look the way that it was supposed to look. Why is Kellen Moore not improving the passing game with Jalen Hurts? I realize that Kellen Moore is the wrong coordinator for Jalen Hurts because Jalen Hurts needs Shane Steichen-esque type of coordinators. He does. Kellen Moore went from Dak Prescott to Justin Herbert. He was used to guys who knew how to get the ball out. So now I'm starting to see that all of these coordinators that they keep hiring just aren't compatible with Jalen Hurts because he has a style that he's going to always roll out to the right. He's going to look to run first. And sometimes, guys, the passing game is just not there. I saw plenty of passes on the field yesterday that were underthrown. We saw the tush-push play that was overthrown. And it's just like, man, like what's going on with Jalen Hurts? And you guys gonna come out here and kill me and probably say, "Oh, this guy is, rusty. Give him a minute." No, no. This has been a serious problem the whole season, and we already know that AJ Brown does not get along with Jalen Hurts. AJ Brown does not get along with Jalen Hurts. Obviously, guys, there are rumors that a rift happened involving a woman, right? And this is just hearsay, right? This is just sources. They say that divided the friendship amongst the two. So you can see the body language, man. AJ Brown is not feeling Jalen Hurts. And this is why I just don't think that the Eagles are going to be able to go anywhere this season. It's too much tension. The quarterback and wide receiver, I see a Josh Allen, Stephon Diggs situation. I see a Terrell Owens and Donovan McNabb situation. And if this thing doesn't get any better, they're going to unfortunately have to move on from one of the two, which will most likely be A.J. Brown. This guy passion burns, man. Like, he wants to win. He wants to be involved. And this guy was so bored, he started to read a book on the sideline, which I know A.J. Brown at this point, man, he's going to get the attention of the media somehow. He's going to keep throwing subliminals at Jalen Hurts because he wants his quarterback to maximize this talent. And I don't fault or begrudge A.J. Brown for wanting that. Seriously, the Philly media destroyed this guy because they try to say that he's complaining, he's not getting the ball. No, he knows what Detroit looks like. And I don't want anybody to get the blame but Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts is being paid the most money on this offense. You have to move the chains. You can't lean on Saquon Barkley and be a mailman like you've been all season. You have to show up, man, and do your job. You have to literally sometimes put the team on your back, which Jalen Hurts isn't known to do. Look at what Josh Allen is doing in a season where they came off, $70 million of their salary cap. They're out there playing with C- to B+ players. And look at what Josh Allen can't afford to have a 119-yard game like Jalen Hurts. I mean, seriously, imagine all of these quarterbacks that are getting put out the playoffs if they were in this Philadelphia Eagles offense. You saw A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith, and Dallas Goedert, who is very underutilized. Dallas Goedert is very underutilized. Dallas Goedert is very underutilized in this offense, man. And when we had Tanner Manning, Tanner Brady, okay, our third backup, Tanner McKee, was dishing that ball. We saw the full power of this offense. We saw how impressive Kellen Moore can be with a prototypical quarterback. And listen, man, I know a lot of the women love Jalen Hurts. I know a lot of the brothers love Jalen Hurts. I know a lot of people are going to say, he's a black man, let's support him. I want to win, okay? So I have to call things out and be unbiased because I can't let that blind me, okay? So let's get into what A.J. Brown had to say. It says here, the Philadelphia Eagles never trailed in Sunday's 22-10 wild card victory against the Green Bay Packers. Even as Jalen Hurts and their passing offense endured some sluggish stretches, star wide receiver A.J. Brown, meanwhile, was so content during the contest that cameras caught him literally reading a book while seated on the bench in the second half. So let's check this book out.
So A.J. Brown, while we're figuring that out, he's a little frustrated. Obviously, he hasn't seen too many balls today. He's going to read a little passage here.
Hey, I haven't seen too many people read books, but I've seen a quarterback eat a hot dog.
Can you blame A.J. Brown? And instead of him going at Jalen Hurts, which I think he should probably do behind the doors, right behind the scenes, A.J. Brown uses antics to get the best out of his quarterback and his teammates. And sometimes passion can be misconstrued as complaining. I see the fire and desire in A.J. Brown's eyes. He does not want to be on a team where he's not making impact because he could have stayed in Tennessee. This guy is here to win, and the quarterback is simply not producing, has not been producing. And if it was not for Lane Johnson and the O-line, Mulata, going up to the head coach saying, please give Saquon Barkley the ball because Jalen Hurts is just not a good thrower right now, and it's showing. I mean, I don't know what has happened with Jalen Hurts. I don't know where the confidence is, but I mean, something's going to have to give, especially if they have an exit early from the playoffs. So AJ Brown comes and says, "Man, it gives me a sense of peace." Brown told reporters after the game, "That book that I bring to every single game, my teammates call it the recipe. For me, the game is mental. I know physically I can do anything and everything, but I got to make sure my mental's good too." And what that sounds like to me is this quarterback is literally stressing me out. I don't feel like I'm getting the best out of my skill set, and I'm reading this book to keep me calm. So I want you guys to weigh in and tell me what y'all think about AJ Brown's comments, and what do y'all think about my comments of Jalen Hurts. I know a lot of y'all probably like Jalen Hurts, but let's have a truthful, honest conversation. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel. Thumbs up, like the video. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.
Yeah.